Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store. As it'll be the Wizards of Brooklyn taking on the Dallas Cowboys. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
A 4-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good for 26 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back to throw here, Herbert. They swing this out to Blue. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 40 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Blue will get down close to the goal line, but not in. And he'll be marked down at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try again. And he will take it in for a Cowboys score. Jaden Blue with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Aubrey good with the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Cowboys, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Stepping into his prime
up, Chad?
Pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Dart.
No freaking, no way.
Football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Look at this Cowboy defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They're the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you have to say that they've underachieved.
That one taken in by Neighbors. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Here's Dart. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they get back on their heels a little bit here in this drive. But a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Second and 10. Here's Dart. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave him with third and 4.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. Third and 4. To throw down, Dart. Will try and do this himself. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Throwing, Dart. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in the game.
Come on, Malik, get in there.
Quickly brought down. A nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. That's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Wizards respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Good drive.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored.
That's a real good drive,
7-7
Chad.
here as the kick's away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, and what kind of right where you thought that they would be?
In my mind, I say yes, yes, and yes. Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Herbert going to change the play here.
Hey, Catholic.
7-7, our score after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they run with blue. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Oh, give me that.
For Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Unable to corral and it fights through. And the return stops here at the 39-yard line.
Give me that.
Well, this had trouble with him over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now. Play fake, and here's Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Dart going to look to throw here. Let's go. Down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. No motion, the tight end across the formation. To throw is Dart. Open man downfield is Johnson.
I go get those.
Finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That was good for 37 yards.
I go get those.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. His 1st and goal just outside the 5. Throwing for the gun here, Dart. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right, he had him open, just a split second too late on the release.
matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in, and it makes it hard to defend.
They'll try to run this one in. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. They'll go. Here's Dart. That's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Wizards take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set down to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last week, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they battled through some rough patches this season, so now it comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. 3rd down at 6.
Hey, Ram. Let's go. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Herbert.
We tackle on the spot.
Straight 2-yard gains.
That pattern in scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance of yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
He'll return it from the 6.
Ooh, I'm trying to get busy.
Return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards on the catch on the first down. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be a start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting well backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked down, began his route. Someone on the defensive side broke through and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that. As
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why we practice a 2-minute drill every camp. And at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, you're going to start to string a few positions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll try and run again with Blue. Nice run past the 30-yard line there. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now it's Herbert. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 30 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 18. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Now Dart. Now let's help this and run. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Micah Parsons has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. A solid stiff arm. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room after.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point. That's 2nd and 4. Throwing his dart. And he's got his man. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about?
He came open.
Looking to throw, Dart. He's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. A very solid gain of 27.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to look out the backfield to his right and angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll fake the give. Now it's Dart. Oh, he's got that wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice game.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw, Dart. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Dart looking to throw again. Pass taken in. Here's the tight end. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. To the air, Dart. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and can you imagine being in that lone partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. They'll try to throw for it with Dart. Touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Wizards take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. Charles, I really feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want to be getting the ball back with a chance to really step this thing up.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Drops it to Blue, complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
That's crazy.
George Pickens with career touchdown number 75.
They let him break them tackles?
Got it back to the score. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they rush this small lead. Working out of the gun is Dart. Throwing down and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his sixth catch and a first down. Throwing his Dart. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
He certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Oh, the ball's up.
Back now in Arlington, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. They run a draw here on second down. And this time not quite to the 30, it'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They go play action with Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he will take it in for a touchdown. Malik Neighbors, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Wizards look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Right after, right down the middle. And down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded in the end zone with no room to bring it out. So we touch back and that ball will be placed at the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
It's just about wills in a lot of ways because you know they're more motivated and more game plan for this drive. And they put specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Hey, Kappa. Hey, easy. Orange. Taylor's right. Really?
Here's Herbert. That is caught by Lamb.
Who hurt?
And
No.
he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him, and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And finds Peters over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Here's Herbert. The killer here's complete. Calling a gain of a yard, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Left side of the layup. With a gain of 5. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To the air again, Herbert. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Let's go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Can't get some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and knock that one away. That's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Herbert going to keep it on the sweep. And he'll get it. He's off for a touchdown. Justin Herbert scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Aubrey good with a good AC. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. With their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs are must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming. But they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On play action, here's Dwight. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Call that a gain of 11. Well, a clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they've shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Still going inside the 20. And he will take this one. Touchdown. Big play there. 52 yards. And the Wizards use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. An extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. here set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows. And this is intercepted.
Ran that route for him.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the bootleg, it's Dart. Looking left side, it's complete. Then he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll try to run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get about 3 yards closer. He's down about the 2.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Wizards have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Yesterday splits the airplanes. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just, Herbert, his 3rd interception. And it will
Ran it the whole way.
It's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try and rush the clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there, with now 2 4th-quarter touchdowns. And the Wizards have the lead of 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
39. Cowboys 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into the next contest.
This game has been even one score. Might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today. This is certainly a team that has proven it wants to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. Now the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Right over the 1 yard
I had to try him. I had a perfect game
Possession here.
to that last play right there.
They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
I had to
Their
try him.
passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there's an adjustment there. Finally getting a measure of, I don't even know if to call it revenge, but got a play done against
Let
them.
me get them back.
And his passes are intercepted for the third time today. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out.
It's caught at the 10. They're going to score again. Yet another touchdown. As they just add to their totals. Play after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And your Vikings just take it where this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you'll go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Hey, Kaplan.
One last throw here for Herbert. And he can't escape, and down he goes. A high-scoring game, Charleston, we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they got.
Took care of bed in the chat. Now I'm about to get off here, man. You gotta have a good night. That boy said he was gonna. He apologized what he was gonna do to me. Yo.